Welcome to Lancaster Community Television Station. I am here with Gabrielle. She is a Lancaster Catholic alumni, Millersville University graduate, and of course, she made the Lancaster Newspaper for Saxbys. How was your experience at Lancaster Catholic, a place where you had a quality education, made good memories?
Lancaster Catholic was a fantastic experience. I absolutely loved all 4 years. The teachers, the friends, the memories, the education. I felt like I had a well-rounded education. I did, a lot of different extracurriculars. I loved that I could try everything and anything. I did basketball, field hockey, tried tennis once, tried cross country, did track. Everyone was so welcoming. And the education, I got to take, an AP course and honors, and but everyone was very invested in the education and like everyone's like betterment of themselves, and I just loved it. So great experience. I love what they're doing now. They have updated technology and they're great. So Lancaster Catholic has a very special place in my heart. The football games, all of that. So I'm very grateful to have been able to go there.
Yeah, I remember when I first went to Lancaster Catholic just as a visitor, it was to the basketball games, and that's where I saw you playing. I saw you playing with Lil, Portia, Daniel Atkinson, and the coach was a legendary man, and he had plenty of great assistants helping him. And I believe Lancaster Catholic is a great place to have your education because you get a quality, you get your one-on-one time, and the teachers who make less money, they are very kind-hearted, dedicated, and committed towards making sure a child is succeeding in life. And at the same time, the discipline is very tight-knit. And you experience positive memories with your teachers, your friends, and then right after you graduated from Lancaster Catholic, you visited Central America.
So after high school, I think I felt a little overwhelmed. I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do, and I had deferred admission. I got accepted to Gettysburg College. I was supposed to go there. I was going to do international business, and I decided to defer admission and take the year. So I guess they're called gap years like now, or gap year. And I had a family contact that I had never been on a plane. I'd never been out of the country, but I ended up, taking my first plane by myself. And I lived in Central America. I went to Guatemala for a little less, just under 6 months, and did some backpacking, learned some immersive Spanish. Even though I had learned some at Lancaster Catholic, it was nothing like, being fully immersed into the culture. And then I worked and taught English in an orphanage for a bit, and it was a life-changing experience. I kind of realized that like there's so much good that can be done through the dignity of the dollar and empowering people. And these children like completely changed my perspective and outlook on things. And I was definitely getting homesick when I came back. I had a little bit like a shock. Like I had been spending 6 months like up in the mountains. It was very secluded. And it was just a really transformative time for me. So I ended up deferring. I ended up like coming home and realizing maybe I don't want to go to Gettysburg College anymore, and how I was able to live, 6 months with like not a lot. And I kind of was like, I think I want to, go about college in maybe a different way than I was originally anticipating. And I think it's different for everyone. So the Guatemala was a very life-changing experience.
Yeah, that's what we're not meeting at the community college, Harrisburg Area Community College, and it was Lancaster campus. I remember when I first saw you, I'm like, who's that person? I've seen her before on the basketball court at Lancaster Catholic High School. And then next thing I know, we and her have the same classes together. And it was a great experience, working on the group projects. It was a great experience being in that room where we could write on the walls and be in chairs that had wheels. And some of those same people we had a connection with in that classroom ended up transferring to Millersville University, and that's when we reconnected again.
Yeah, so because I had decided I wasn't going to go the original route I had planned, when I came home, I was like, you know what, I don't want to have a lot of debt. And I ended up going to Harrisburg Area Community College, worked my way through that, and then transferred to Millersville. I just have to say, you're amazing. I remember with Hack, like just being a ray of sunshine. We had a really small class. I remember that. And just the interactive room. Remember they had like won that, and it was like the first year, and we had so much fun, and everyone was so sweet and encouraging. And that was a really great course, and it kind of got me started in the communications field. I got my gen eds under the way. But yeah, then bumping into you again at Millersville, I just remember, us being in the library, right? I think. Yes. And it was like, we were in, I think I like saw you in line and said something, or maybe you said something to me. I can't remember, but yeah, you're just a ray of sunshine. Yes. And always have been kind, and it's been great kind of bumping into you along the way. But yeah, Millersville, gosh. And then so for going from Hack to Millersville was great. I mean, I, again, wasn't expecting it, but wouldn't have had it any other way. I thought professors at Hack, professors at Millersville, they were fantastic. I got a really great quality education. I made some great connections. I liked that I had the ability to try different things and get involved. And, I really do believe that it is what you make of it. Like, look at you, you're like killing it. So it's what opportunities you take advantage of. And so, yeah, that led me to Saxbys.
Yeah, Millersville campus, it was just an opportunity that how we reconnected, but at the same time, we had different majors. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we reconnected at Millersville, you did PR, which is public relations. I did speech communication. And when we reconnected, it was just, we picked up where we left off. And then you were able to thrive on the campus, and you were working at the same time. And of course, your big highlight moment was when you made the Lancaster Newspaper for Saxbys, where you earned college credits and met the CEO.
Oh, yeah, I love that like introduction. You're so great. Yeah, no, that whole experience of being in the entrepreneurship leadership program, because I was in the entrepreneurship minor as well as public relations. They were looking to test out this like new program, and they needed a student to basically run this business. And I just remember my ears perking up, and anytime there's anything with like leadership or team development or really just empowering people and getting hands-on experience, I get really excited. And I remember I went through a super rigorous interview process. I think I had like 5 2-hour interviews. I had to go to Philly like twice, and they really wanted to make sure that they had like a great cultural and just all around fit. And I had the amazing honor and unique experience of like opening a business from the ground up and running that, and also being a student. And the huge plus was, like you said, I got credits while doing that, because I was learning. I was kind of having to write papers on what I was doing every day, and problem solving, and in the business aspect, and how that related to, I got to do marketing, so that's how that related to my major, public relations. I got to get a lot of my minor accomplished through that. So yeah, it was fantastic. And then yeah, the community got really excited about it, which was cool. And so that's when the newspaper came in, and they wanted to do a feature. And what was cool was, Millersville was like trailblazing, because they were investing in their students in that way. Mm-hmm. And now that's there for like other students to be able to get their hands-on experience with. And my yeah, and the community wanted to even come and support. It wasn't just students, and I thought that was really cool because Millersville is so, it's tiny, but like the people are all about supporting small, and so yeah. But the CEO Nick Bayer doing amazing work, and forever grateful to him and that team for believing in me and giving me a chance, and my teachers, and yeah. So that was kind of like the big thing. I worked my butt off. But I loved it. I loved every second of it. I was on my feet for hours, but I loved empowering a team. And I had a team of like 50. We were the top producing cafe, maybe besides 30th Street Cafe. So I was really proud of more so the team, because I couldn't have done it without them. And they all just really rallied behind, like, let's make this successful and let's make this great. And everyone was so wonderful to work with, and I was just super proud of those girls. We had like 2 guys. We tried to get more guys, but sometimes college guys aren't very like open. You would have been amazing, of course, but sometimes people get shy or nervous, and so but yeah, it was wonderful. And I was on the newspaper one day, no big deal, but it was more highlighting the university and Saxbys and what amazing organizations they both are. Millersville's awesome, and Saxbys is awesome. So, yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, you were a leader, a trailblazer, and at the same time you became authoritative in your leadership position. And the reason why you had to go through a gruesome interview process is because they wanted to know, let's see, the first interview went good. Let's see if that's a front. So let's switch up our questions. Let's ask them differently. Let's go through example moments of maybe customer being upset or an employee who may be nickel and diming the company. And then going through how would you evaluate your losses and your profits, and then also your high points of sales for lunch and dinner. And I'll say Saxby is a great place because some of my former classmates love that place and they enjoyed the experience. It's a new wave of opportunity for people to work in a place that's on campus, a good wage, while at the same time earning college credits. So they get the best of both worlds. And then the day came for your world where you had this princess shining moment where you became a graduate of Millersville University.
Sure thing. Yeah, graduating college, that's a big deal for anyone. And I know I'm so excited for you coming up. Like, so deserving, work so hard. I feel like, I don't know, maybe people talk about how amazing you are, but I don't know if you hear it enough, but like, so proud of you and hard working and so deserving of this. So I'm rooting for you. You're going to be a star. I'm like honored that you would even want to sit down with me because, you know, we're going to see you on television doing sports or interviewing, you know, all the athletes and who knows what, you know, the sky's the limit. So, yeah, definitely excited for you. But yeah, graduating college, that's a big deal. So, yeah, it felt like, wow, this unexpected journey all was worth it. And, you know, I made some amazing connections, and that's actually kind of how I got my job where I am today. And, you know, meeting someone through that opportunity with Saxbys, meeting the owner and him wanting to bring me onto the team. And every day is a new day, learning something new. But yeah, the sky's the limit. I loved when you said that earlier, and you're going to go far. So yeah, I don't know where I'll end up being, but taking it one day at a time. And
basically say, not too many people really talk about me in a good way in person. But the last person I interviewed, his name is Andre Robertson, JP McCaskey alumni, and he was really complimenting me what I do with the student athletes, what I've overcome in my life, and more importantly, crossing the finish line, where I not only graduated from HAC, I'm going to be graduating from Millersville University. I already put in the application for graduation degree. And being on television, I'm on television 7 days a week through Channel 66, where I interview people about sports, local leaders, a doctorate person named Dr. Todd Milley. I interviewed a judge and several other people. Now here I'm interviewing you, a Millersville alumni and colleague, and of course you said a friend, but as people say in Spanish, amigo. But I believe that day you graduated was very memorable for your parents to say, we invested the right seeds into you, we invested the right time in you, and more importantly, we support you all the way towards crossing the finish line. And that's what shows in your household, because that's where it really starts at. And I see that you are amazing your own self, because you have this wonderful work ethic. You overcome what needs to be overcome, and most importantly, you find a way to make things happen when things were up against the wall. But at the same time, you definitely know how to keep thriving, and you're also investing in other people and making them become better with your words of encouragement, or as they say in the 5 love languages, the words of affirmation. And for the close, basically, is that you have plenty of support of your friends, your professors, and of course, family members.
You spoke so well. I'm so embarrassed that was like so beautifully articulated. Like I think you have a way, like you have such a gift, Ethan. You have such a gift. Oh my gosh. So I needed that today. I feel like that was a little like God moment for me. They're like a little angel. No, I'm so grateful to my family. Oh my gosh, so grateful. Yeah, definitely have those patches and those hard times, and as anyone does, but really like having people to fall back on. Family looks different, and so whoever you consider your family, like having that is super important. And whether it's friends, whether parents, aunts, uncles, siblings, but yeah, I just overwhelmed. I remember being overwhelmed, and I thought you said that so beautifully with investing like the seeds of like certain virtues and values and hard work and dedication and overcoming obstacles. I mean, parents and family and friends give you support in so many different ways, and I feel that I've had all of that. And even to Saxbys and the university, and like for them to just be encouraging and supportive, and
yes.
Like I think you talk about like your supervisors and certain professors, and like really it makes all the difference. And the program, the foundation, like that makes all the difference. And so it just takes like good people to see good in others and give people a chance. And Ethan, you're gonna do so much good. Like I think you have a lot of power you're a vessel of like a lot of good. So congratulations, and thank you for even taking the time to just like speak with me. I appreciate it. But yeah, support, man. I'm so grateful. Just trying to stay grateful every day.
I'll just simply say that, when you overcome adversity, it does lead to success. There's not always a blueprint, but there's always a story to tell. And everyone's journey is different on how they cross the finish line. They don't have to be the fastest or the slowest, but as long as you cross the finish line and do what you say you're going to do, you will succeed in life. And life skills are important to keep hold of, along with financial literacy and having the right people in your corner, because in life we have to have the right people in order to enter another chapter of our life and start leveling up. I'd like to thank Gabrielle for this interview. She's a Lancaster Catholic alumni, Millersville graduate, and of course she made the Lancaster Newspaper for her leadership role at Saxbys, and now she's a wonderful woman to this present day. Thank you very much. Any final words?
Just thank you, Ethan. Yeah, just you're gonna do great things, and I'm proud of you, and I'm rooting for you, and thank you so much for your time, and what'd you say, level up? I liked that. I was like, keep leveling up. Like let's keep leveling up. I like that. So Let's just level up.